Hi everybody, welcome in. If this is your first video with me, welcome back if it is not. Either way, I am so thankful that you are here, and I am so grateful that you've decided to spend just a little bit of your day with me. So today is going to be the first video in a new series. So this is something that I have been kind of thinking about. I've got many pages of notes ready to go, so I'm excited to dive in and get going. So this new series is going to be called Top 5. I know, should it have like a fancier name? I don't know, like something like catchier, like jinglier, I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with one. But basically, in like editing my videos and kind of going back in my videos, I feel like I see myself all the time saying like, this is my like top 5 favorite snack, or like top 5 favorite movies, or top 5 favorite rides, or kind of whatever it is, right? Like I feel like it's like a phrase I use a lot. And so I was like, maybe it should stop being a phrase. Maybe it should be like an actual thing that I do, right? Like actual like top 5 lists. So here we go. So if you want to see my first of many top 5 lists, then let's just jump in. My name is Rachel, and this is Attainable Disney.
Yay!
Okay guys, so when I said I had notes, I wasn't kidding. The first one that I wanted to do is my top 5 favorite rides at Walt Disney World. This is my top 5 favorite. This isn't like the best or like what everyone should love or anything like that, right? This is completely biased, completely subjective, just like what I think. This is just my opinion. Also, all of the pictures that I'm gonna post are from the Disney website. There'll be 1 or 2 that are not. They'll have like the tag on them of where I got them. They are not my pictures. I don't take pictures on rides. I'm usually afraid I'll like drop my phone or something. So they're not my pictures, okay? And generally speaking, I think it will likely apply to all of these lists, but I will say for sure with this list, these are in no particular order. To rank them 1 to 5, I think would be like completely arbitrary. Like I don't really think it would like what is the point of that? And it would be hard and unnecessary. Like there's no point. So in no particular order, here we go. I'm gonna start with the most recent ride that I mentioned on my channel that I said was top 5 favorite rides on property, and that was Smugglers Run. Photo. Bam! If you guys knew how many takes that took. I don't know, this was probably like our 3rd visit to Galaxy's Edge before we rode it. Because the lines were always like hours long, right? And like, sorry, not sorry, it's just not my bag. Like, I don't really care what's at the end of the line, unless it's like a bag of like free money. Whatever. I'm just not gonna spend half my day in the park waiting in one line. I'm just not gonna do it, right? COVID win, I get whatever. The lines are really short, and so we got to do it. And it was incredible. Incredible. You know, I will say the queue was super interesting. I mean, really detailed, right? I mean, really, really great. I mean, there definitely is a part where I was like really starting to get a little anxious because I feel like the hallway gets like small. And it was a little bit like, like the hallway is like legit like a jetway onto like a ship. And I was like crouching and I was like, this is strange. But I mean, the ship, oh my God. I mean, it's so detailed. I mean, if you've been in it, right? I mean, it's so detailed, right? I mean, it's so realistic. I was a pilot and I got to pull the hyperspace lever, which is something that like people only dream about. I mean, literally, right? I mean, it was incredible. So, I mean, that ride was, I mean, it was fun. It was like interactive. It was like a thrill ride, but it wasn't like a roller coaster. It was exciting. It was so incredibly immersive, which is exactly the reason that we love Galaxy's Edge, right? my fiance would want me to tell you that he was annoyed that the video was like a little glitchy. And now we don't know if that was like the day, if we just got like a glitchy ride, or if it's like always like that. We hypothesized that it was maybe like the jump cuts at sort of the different points in the story, right? Because so Smugglers Run, sort of depending on how you do, right? Like in your piloting, in your shooting, in your engineering, the story that you're watching could go sort of different ways. And so we were wondering if those glitches or like those kind of like jump cuts that we were seeing, is that where the story was diverging, or did we just get like a glitchy sort of ride? I don't know. So, but the video was like blinky. He was, yeah, I mean, he was really upset about the glitchy video. So something, I don't know, something to note. But in the general sense, like I said, top 5 favorite rides, from like getting on to getting off, the whole experience, the whole queue. Incredible. Incredibly well done. Incredible. Let's just head around the corner into Toy Story Land. My next favorite ride is Toy Story Mania. Right? Okay. So this is one of those rides that like fills me with joy. Like this is one of those rides that I just like giggle from like the second I step on to like the second I get off, right? Like I don't care what my score is. I don't care what like Mike's score is. I mean, like we definitely like are competitive when we look, but like, do you know what I mean? Like I just laugh and it just fills me with joy. It's just fun. Like it's interactive. I don't know, maybe is that like a theme here, that's like what I like, but I love sort of the goal, sort of like nature of it, right? That you're like trying to like accomplish something. And I just love I just have such a soft spot for Toy Story, just such a soft spot for it. I mean, Toy Story is one of those movies that like, I'm like just a little bit too old for Toy Story. Just love it so much. I just love it so much. And I just love being that cute, and like all the toys are so big, and it just, everything about it is just endearing and so wonderful. It's just so great, and it's just so fun, and it's so silly. And so that is one that whenever we are in Hollywood Studios, we never miss it. Never miss it. Let's just go ahead and round out our Hollywood Studios trio. Our last Hollywood Studios ride on this list is the newest Hollywood Studios ride, and that is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Photo. Yes. So I know that not a lot of people have even been on this ride yet. It opened, right, like literally days before the park closed for so long. And I know that since the parks have reopened, that attendance has been down, right? I mean, not a lot of people have been traveling. So I know that not everyone has had a chance to experience this ride. And so I'm gonna post a couple photos. I don't want to like ruin it. I don't know. So trying to be as like spoiler light as possible. This ride is beautiful. This ride is stunning. Like the colors, the artwork, the scenery on this ride is breathtaking. Like it's hard to describe. It's just amazing. And you're so surrounded by it all. You're so like immersed in it. It's like, I don't even know where to look. There's just so much, there's so many colors and shapes. Like there's just like so much kind of happening. And it's all just like beautiful and wonderful. I mean, it's just, it feels so classic, Mickey and Minnie, but it also feels so current and fun and like modern. So forgive me that I'm not like a pro on like ride terminology, but I believe they call it like a trackless ride. So you're not on like a track, right? Like you're in a car, but the car sort of can move sort of freely about the floor. Obviously it's not moving freely, right? I mean, there's like magnets under the floor, right? I mean, it goes where it's supposed to go, but not necessarily on a track. And there's like a whole scene where you're like dancing. So there's like all these other cars in the room, and you're all like, you were in like a train formation, but then you go into this room and they all sort of spread out, and then you're in like rows, like a dance class, and like you all start dancing, like the actual car is dancing. Perfect sort of combination of this like classic Fab Five, like Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, Donald, like Goofy's driving a train, right? I mean, there's this like classic character thing, but also just this like such like advanced technology and like this new sort of modern look. And it was incredible. Like, I got out of the ride and I was like texting all my family, and I said, like, I can't wait until we all come together and I can take you guys on this ride. So the fourth ride on my list, we're gonna travel just down the road over to Epcot. Let's all say it together. Frozen Ever After. How could you, I don't think that you can go on this ride and not comment on the quality of this ride. Feel how you want to about Frozen, like if you don't love the movie or whatever, that's okay. But like the quality of the ride is remarkable. The animatronics with the projected face, which I was like skeptical about, like, so like, I had heard about that and sort of I knew that sort of going in, but it really works, right? I mean, it's really well done. You know, the like burst of cold air and the like little splash and like the part where you like go backwards. I mean, like, you know, just getting to sort of like live through the whole movie, like while you're in this like boat. I mean, it's so good. It's so my favorite part of like the first Frozen. And I mean, is everyone's favorite part. Obviously, like we're inside the ice castle and we're singing. I mean, it's like, hello. And so again, to be able to like live that part in the movie and be like surrounded by it, like, ooh, it like, I don't know, just, I don't know, it's so cool. The queue is impeccable. It's so cool. I mean, it's all inside, which I love queues like that, just because most of the time, right, the weather in Florida is unbearable. It's a dark ride on a boat. I mean, there's millions of them, right? I mean, there's tons of them like all over Disney property, right? I mean, we've been on a lot of them, right? We've been on a lot of dark ride boats. We've been on Pirates. We've been on Small World, right? I mean, we've been on a lot of rides like that. You know, so in that sense, it's not like it's something that we've never ever seen before, but the quality of the animatronics, right? Like if you go on Pirates and then you go on this one, like you'll just see the difference. And now don't get me wrong, Pirates is wonderful. It's classic, right? A whole different ball game. But I'm just saying, I just think the level of sort of like artistry and craftsmanship on Frozen Ever After is unbeatable, is unmatched. So we love Frozen Ever After, as obviously most people do, because you can never get on it. That's right. So number 5 of our top 5 favorite rides. I'm gonna give you guys like a second to guess. So throw your guesses out. Let's hear them. No, not Space Mountain. No, not Seven Dwarfs. No. Flight of Passage. Get out of here. No. You ready? Haunted Mansion. Hello. Okay. Haunted Mansion. Right. Of course it's Haunted Mansion. You guys. So I remember going on Haunted Mansion as a kid in like the 90s, whatever, and absolutely losing my shit. Like, I mean, the whole thing was scary when I was a kid. The whole thing was scary. But I particularly lost it with the hitchhiking ghosts, right? I mean, that was like the one that's like on top of your doom buggy. That was too much for me. That was too much. That was a bridge too far for me. I was absolutely I'm just terrified of it. Whatever, I was a little kid, it's fine. So then when I went back to Disney World in 2014. So as an adult, so I mean like a solid like 20 years later. I remember my family, like it was like the joke the whole time about how like I couldn't ride it, I was so scared, you know, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. And I went on it, and like me and my mom in the dune buggy, like just like the last time, and I was absolutely terrified, but I did it. And it felt totally different, right? I mean, I don't know, even though I was like so prepared to be scared because my family had been like talking it up for weeks about how scared I was gonna be. I think for that, I think there's a lot of that for me, just that it is like such like a funny memory for me, just like with my family. You know, but also I think it's beautiful. I know, say what you want. It's dirty, it's dusty, it's got spider webs, but I'm here all day long for the goth aesthetic, okay? All day long, all day. And it tells a story. It's not just like scary stuff in a house. It tells a story. You know, maybe not the strongest of storylines, but there's a story, right? Somewhere in there. You know, and now it's like every time I ride it is like I anticipate like the hitchhiking ghosts, and I like get excited and I'm like revved up and I'm like waiting for the hitchhiking ghost, and like now like I love it. So I'm going to throw up a picture. This is from our last trip just a few months ago. Yes, this is a screenshot from the Disney app. You will not catch me paying Disney $30 for this crazy picture on their ride. Hello. Please note my mask is hitchhiking ghosts. That's how much I love Haunted Mansion. It makes my like wannabe goth heart happy. My friend, he sits on my kitchen table. So you guys, that's my list. Those are my top 5 favorite rides. So this was super fun. I can't wait to make more of these. I have pages and pages of top 5 lists in my little notebook here that I can't wait to go over. I can't wait to make more videos to share with you guys. So let me know your thoughts. Is my list crazy? Do you agree? I would like to know, what are your top 5 favorite rides? What ones on my list do you agree with? What ones do you think suck? Let's do it. Let's fight about it. I'm ready. And by fight, I mean a friendly community discussion. I know, don't fight. Don't fight. I'm just, no. But let's talk about it. I can't wait. Let's do it. I'm ready. Okay? So, leave your thoughts down in the comments below. We will have a little chat. Also, come follow me on Instagram and you can leave some thoughts on the post for this video. We can have a little chat over there too. If you have a YouTube channel, I would love if you made this video. Tell me your top 5 favorite rides. If you make it, let me know. I would love to watch it, support it. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.